It's going.
Oh, yeah, nah, pretty good.
Thinking we should chuck a podcast. What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah, nah, I can. Come round, let's do a thing.
Yeah, not bad yourself.
I didn't actually learn that. I just thought it'd be funny. I will learn it. That's the goal for first episode of 2020.
Now everybody
2021.
knows the secret to take us to Vegas. None of us knew how to play those songs. We were just miming.
No, actually, I've got to... that reminded me. So, last night we did the hit breakup party.
Yes.
Sam Duncan is the DJ for this party.
Uh-huh.
Now, he has some... when he does his DJing, there's a laptop with it. There's a track or something that he has to play along to. There's some software. Anyway, this software that he uses, he couldn't... There was some update, and apparently he couldn't sync his stuff up properly. So he was like, couldn't DJ. And he went on this forum, and a lot of these same DJs had this problem. They're like, yeah, I'm fucked for tonight. I can't do it. Anyway, but apparently the old school DJs, they don't apparently when they mix their stuff, they don't use this program. So they're all just like, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, right.
Because they're real.
Old school.
Yeah. So anyway, all these DJs are like saying how you have to do it to fix a problem. And Sam was saying, he's like, oh, yeah, sweet. But apparently Sam was bluffing. And I'm calling him out here, sucked in, mate. But he said that he needed this program because it helps him read automatically what the BPM comes in for the next song. I don't know, but apparently he said they just said you'll just have to DJ normally, and he's like,
you're gonna have to be a real DJ.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a real DJ tonight. He's like, oh, okay, sweet. And he's like, shit, I'm not. So he got called out. So I think how I related to that was it's a joke. It's a joke, but we always did it in Take Us to Vegas when we had to play along with our backing track. Now, even though we played our instruments, and I've said that many times before, but we play along to pianos, other harmonies.
Yeah.
There's other guitars in the track, but we're still playing our things.
Yeah, there's a bunch of filler stuff to make the live sound
bigger,
fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever something happened and we didn't get the backing track, we always used to joke. It's like, shit, we're going to have to be a band.
Who knows how to play these songs?
Yeah, and it's like we're getting caught out that we have to play our own instruments, because when you go down the backing track route of knowing how to put things in to make your band sound bigger, you learn that you could easily fake it.
Yeah, yeah. I remember in Hand of Mercy that we had very, very limited backing tracks, but then before Josh left the band, there were some gigs that either he or Adam couldn't make it to.
Yeah.
And so without the other one, they could still play all of the main, sections of the song. But then just to fill in certain parts, we just, get the stems from the recording, put that in the backing track. And so it would be like you had the two there.
Yes.
So I don't feel like it's disingenuous at all, because everyone's still doing everything that they're meant to do. Yeah. It's just like you're making the live experience better by adding little benefits and pockets of stuff.
Well, otherwise if you like a band and they don't sound like the CD when you go there. There's a lot of things in production now in music. They add in lots of stuff to make it sound better.
Yeah, definitely.
And so if you don't hear it live, it sounds empty. It's like they sound shit live. It's just like, okay, we'll add these things in so we sound still good live. Still sound like a live band.
Yeah. But you still get all the feeling in your chest of a live band, and they're still doing it all, but then you get like all the extra frills and glitter and shit like that.
Well, actually, we had to do a tour in Take Us to Vegas. I think it was when Joe was leaving the band, and he couldn't make it on tour, so we ended up putting the bass in the backing track. I think I didn't want to play bass. I was all sorted for guitar. Yeah. And instead of me jumping on bass, because Dean was the lead guitarist, he played more bits. Yeah. But either way, I was like, let's just put the bass in the backings, and I'll still play guitar. The show still sounded just as good.
Yeah.
But then when we came back and we had to be a 4-piece, that's when I went on bass to fill out the end of the band.
Gotcha.
But what we did was my guitar went into the backings.
Yes.
I could play bass.
Yeah.
So there's just these things that happen. But anyway, we have spoken for 5 minutes now.
That was a fucking weird tangent that we didn't plan on.
Yeah. What?
Oh, actually, you know what else? 7 years ago today, being the 29th of November, we were playing Warped Tour in Brisbane.
Holy shit, we were too.
That was 7 years ago today. I saw that in my Facebook memories. By the time people are listening to this, it will be mid to late December.
Yeah.
But
Merry Christmas. But yeah, so we've that's what kicked that off just for a second. Oh, because we faked it playing guitar.
Yes.
I'm already forgetting.
Like we fake everything.
Yeah, but I won't. Next year, episode 1. I want to play the guitar.
What am I going to do?
You need to figure out what you're doing, whether it be drumsticks or we got 2 guitars here.
Yeah.
So we'll both play it. All right. We'll both play guitar.
Yep.
And we'll do harmonies. Like,
ooh.
Meow.
Yeah,
okay, all right. That's what we're going to do.
Cool.
We'll do it.
Cool.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay, so today we are wrapping up season 1.
Wrapping up season 1. We're wrapping up 2020. And what a fucking blinder it was. I saw a great meme today that was, what an unexpected item in bagging area 2020's been.
Yep.
So, yeah, pretty much. Look, I think regardless of all the negativity that's happened this year, it's been a learning curve.
Yep.
You gotta find the positives.
Oh,
You got to find the good in every situation. And I think we all learnt a lot from this year. I think a lot of people smashed some more personal goals.
yes.
People got in touch with themselves a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, Katrina Ryan's.
Katrina Robson,
Katrina Robson.
Cat Hit Station.
Yes. She posted something great the other day, and it was a quote thing saying that 2020, it's not about what we couldn't do or something. It's we've learnt to be more appreciative of what we have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't say that quote anywhere near.
No,
but that's the same thing.
Yeah, you're a little off, but the spirit's there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that is such a true thing, is that this year I have appreciated everything that has been thrown my way.
Yes, definitely.
In some way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been good. Like, even with like work, for example, I was able to work throughout. I think with construction, I had like 2 or 3 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when COVID hit in Brisbane for the 2 cases that we probably had. But I was so grateful that I still had a job.
Yes.
And I know that doesn't relate to everyone, but that was just something. With people that got on Job Seeker or Job Keeper, I'm sure you were appreciative of that.
Definitely. Yeah. There was another thing that I saw. It was a screenshot of 2 Twitter posts, and one girl had gone, "It's nearly the end of 2020. What have you achieved this year?"
Yeah.
Being like, have you hustled? Have you done,
Yeah.
And then the response to it was like, it's nobody's fault if you haven't achieved things this year. If you've gotten out with your sanity, you've done great.
Yeah.
And like, that's such a like healthier way to look at this year instead of being like, what have you achieved? It's like,
yeah. I don't know.
Some people fucking died.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Survived. That's what I achieved. I'm reading it.
And like we said in other posts, like we've been incredibly lucky where we are geographically. Yeah. We've really weathered COVID a lot better than so much of the rest of the world.
Yes.
That isn't to say we didn't have our own challenges.
Yeah.
Rani and I had to cancel our wedding, our plans to buy a house. Mm-hmm. Just down the shitter. Plans to travel, have a honeymoon, etc. But, we were extremely lucky. Like, Ran got the job keeper and then her job came back. My job stayed the whole time. Like, we're incredibly, incredibly blessed through it. So, yeah, I guess this episode, we're wrapping up 2020. We'll go over some of the things that happened.
Yeah.
But also just to... like, how can you wrap up this year in the most positive way possible? And then how can you start 2021 on the strongest leg?
Yeah. Well, for starters, I think we started off this year shithouse with the bushfires.
Yes.
which is...
How weird is it that the year seems to have gone so quick, and yet those bushfires seem like an eternity ago?
Exactly.
You almost don't remember.
And they were hectic. If you look back through footage,
They were
like they were insane. Now, Australia, the world came together for that.
Yeah,
We did.
Really did.
Very positive, and we did what we could to try and fix things in however we could.
Yeah.
That was January, February. So I think nowhere is like completely back to normal yet where those were affected.
Yeah.
But we helped as best we could to get through it. But I like the idea that Australia had a helping hand.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, the rest of the world in saying that. That quickly changed a bit of a backflip when COVID started. Mm-hmm. And it seemed to be like with the toilet paper, etc., every man for themselves.
Yeah, when it reared its ugly head, and that was a bizarre time.
Yes. I mean, now, when that started, there's ways of looking at it. First of all, I thankfully got toilet paper the week before it happened. And I mean, like, I got a 24-pack roll.
Yeah, nice.
So I was sorted for a bit.
Can poo, will poo.
Yeah, but when it got down to the last, I think, 10 rolls, little bit of a panic.
Ooh.
Nothing for you.
And then, so I can't remember how. I think things started to restock. A Kleenex did a post of just chock-a-block factory, just saying like, "Don't panic, we've got the toilet paper coming.
It's coming.
It's coming."
Yeah.
So I think people started to slow down a bit.
Did they though? I'm pretty sure there were still fist fights happening between middle-aged women in Woolworths aisles.
Yeah. So I put it this way: what I learnt from that is that just have a pack ready. I learned from it.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm not running down to one toilet roll anymore ever in my life.
Always stocked.
Yeah.
Staying stocked, yeah.
Yeah. I think when it hits 10 now, that's when I restock.
Yeah, right. It goes to show that I guess it did wake certain people up to... I mean, even if there was a natural disaster, just to have a few cans of beans and a few rolls of tootie paper and a few bots of water just to get you through.
Well, I mean, I brought out a shirt that week. It was for a day only. I 100% took advantage of, cashed in on the dumb idea.
Yeah, right.
So I made a T-shirt, and it was a toilet paper roll, and it said Doomsday Preppers.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you do the shirt?
Don't you remember?
I didn't see that. I remember your bushfire relief one. I saw one of those the other day, actually.
Oh, yeah. They are still a proud moment of what I've done, but this was definitely the opposite. That was all being donated, the bushfire one. This was to help me buy toilet paper when it comes back in stock.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'll show you later. But anyway, it was just a toilet roll. It had a face on it, and it said Doomsday Preppers.
I have no memory of that.
Well, because I only did it for a day.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just like, while this is ridiculous and still funny, I'll do it today.
Yeah.
But then I remember...
I wonder if anybody ended up using it as toilet paper.
Probably. They probably had to. But I remember taking it out. I didn't promote it anymore because it got to the point where I was just like, I actually feel sorry for people who don't have toilet paper right now. So that was just it was a funny moment for a day, but it quickly turned to not funny probably about a week after.
Bit on the nose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Whatever. I live and learn, and that's just is what it is. And then where did we head after that? After the year kind of plateaued out a little bit.
Where there was also Kobe Bryant.
Oh fuck!
That was a fucking shithouse. Yeah.
So that was when the world had not shut down yet.
No, it was pre-COVID, but it was during the bushfires. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So that must have been around February.
I think it was February.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what happened.
So that was some pretty fucking awful news. Like you said, it started really goddamn rough.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get all these negatives out of the way. All right, that happened. Shit. So, shithouse start, pandemic started. Football went for a little bit, but no crowds.
Yeah.
That was shit.
Yeah.
It was funny too because you could hear everything they were saying on the field.
Yeah.
Football shut down. That was shit.
Sport in general shut down.
Yeah.
Fun shut down.
Yeah, fun shut down. And then we had to basically isolate and figure out the rebuild.
Yeah, I think the worst part of that period was there was no information.
Yeah.
You know, it was like you're just waiting all the time to be like, are they going to announce tonight that we're on lockdown for 4 weeks and no one can do anything?
Yeah.
Is it now? Is it now? What, like they really weren't disseminating the information well at the start.
Yeah. So, I remember when lockdown started and we had to stay home for that. That was heavy personally for me. I mean, it's worse for others. They couldn't see their family at all, but I couldn't go up and see mum and dad because they moved up to Bundaberg.
Yeah.
And that was outside of the zone that we had to stay in. I think we had a 50-kilometre radius in Brisbane. I think it was. Might have been less.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even go to the sunny coast.
Yeah, true.
That was only shortly lived. And then we got given a bit more freedom, which was great because the numbers got kept down. I'm trying to think. So what year, what time? Oh, that was when we were at home. All right, I'm talking shit. TikTok. That's what I want to talk about.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that was when a big TikTok craze happened and everyone got on TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, but you knew about it.
Yeah. I saw a really good meme that was like dudes over the age of 17 who have TikTok slap their own ass during sex.
Yep, straight away. So, straight up, I should say. That's what I did. I slapped my own ass when I got it. I didn't want it. I think TikTok is dumb. I know a lot of people will say it's not. Whatever. I think it's dumb because I spend too much time on the phone as it is.
Yeah.
So when COVID started and we're in lockdown, Tennille and I did a few funny videos. People thought they were funny. But then I realised most people just copy each other's posts, see whoever can do it better.
Yeah.
I tried to figure it out. It's just not for me. I quickly got rid of TikTok, and that was followed by when I started my less social media.
Yep.
Which was the best thing ever.
Uh-huh.
Because every time I looked at the computers or the media, it was just bad news.
Yep.
The Black Lives Matter. That was the only thing.
Of course, that was this year as well.
Out. Oh, all right. So we've gotten into that. All right. So the only thing about Black Lives Matter, hectic, but that needed to happen.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, I mean, like the looting maybe didn't need.
Oh no.
Yeah,
the message needed to happen.
Absolutely, but this is the thing: is that so for Australians, it seems quite clear cut. It's like there are 3 words: Black Lives Matter, and anyone with a brain between their ears goes, "Of course,
yes."
yes." Don't just kill black people for being black.
Yeah.
Like it, it's a no-brainer. However, America is so fucked up politically that there are political factions that have attached themselves to Black Lives Matter. And so now you have this conversation of if someone goes, do you support Black Lives Matter? They have to go, which one?
Yeah.
Because there's like the Antifa group and some other group, and they've attached themselves to Black Lives Matter, and it's no longer about the empowerment and freedom of black people. It's become all these other weird far left theories of that, like everything is inherently racist because you're white.
Yeah.
Like just this whole chain of chaos that I don't even really understand myself. And so this is the kind of turmoil that the United States is in. So on top of COVID, on top of a clown for a president, you've got all this like weird political infighting. And I just feel so thankful that I don't have to be a part of it.
Yep, straight away. So, yeah, that was hectic. Like a lot of things were very cringy, I think, with Bogan Australia, it was all around the world, but just saying all lives matter. Don't just say Black Lives Matter. All lives matter.
Oh, yeah.
So then people are just trying to say that they've felt affected, except, like, I don't know, like, you're still, like, you don't understand the message of what is trying to get put across here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like. So they are, that changes definitely, that changed the world really, didn't
Absolutely.
it? Like even though there was not much going on, that was going on and it had everyone's attention. So it was kind of the right time to do it.
Yeah.
But still, that was the video of what happened that set it off. That
horrendous.
That makes me
absolutely
sad.
Awful. And the fact that it's not an isolated case, it just keeps happening again and again and again. Yeah, it's
crazy. We once so that has not that it's I don't want to say it's slowed down, but it's what else has happened?
Bloody hell! Put me on the spot. I totally forgot about the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and that divided the entire world for a while.
2020 has changed the world.
It really has. Oh, they what was it? Chico Babies and Fantails? No, Redskins.
Yeah.
They got renamed.
What are they called?
And the boomers are up in arms about it. Oh, it's fucking candy. It's not hurting anybody's. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's candy. Name it something else, and let's get on with our lives. Who gives a shit?
I think from being in a band, that helped me with a lot of political correctness and understanding with everyone, trying to see everyone as equal.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why I'm forever thankful with those years of being in a band that, unintentionally learnt about these sort of things that when this is happening now, you see how many people didn't understand. But it wasn't even and we spoke about this in an earlier podcast during the year about how it wasn't long ago before gay marriage was illegal.
Yeah. Yes.
And that people paid out on gay people. It's like, I've got so many gay friends now that I don't even feel the need to say gay friends. They're friends. They're just friends. But it's just it's so normal now.
Yeah. Yeah. And rightly so.
Yes.
Why should it be different? Why should it be weird?
It's just, we're the next generation. We're the better generation.
Look, I think even with COVID, we're still living in the greatest period the world has ever experienced. It's like something like 100 million people are pulled out of poverty every year.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. There's still sketchy shit happening. There's still people to be worried about and all that. But goddamn, we've got it pretty good. We don't have cholera or rubella or World War II or any of that shit. So, damn, it feels good to be alive, man.
Yep. Actually, here's me doing my small bit. The other day, I did this competition on Shred Life. Now, I don't like rigging things, but there was a rig. I did it guess a number between 1 and 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Now the person who got it first was I saw him quickly, did a quick check to see who the winner was, and their first post was paying out gay people. You're not the winner. I was like, I don't care if you enter my contest. I don't want you wearing my brand.
Yep. You don't get free shit from nobody.
Yeah, so that's, if I have some power over anything, it was if you buy the stuff, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But if I was able to give away something, I know who I can give it away to.
Yeah, if anybody has a problem with you making that choice, they can go get fucked, because I support that wholeheartedly.
Oh, exactly. So, it's just my bit trying to make the world a better place, I guess.
Well...
And other things, but
well, I've done other stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, so where are we up to? We're up to what do I do for my birthday? You missed it. That was during COVID, and we were allowed to go to a venue. We all had to sit down. That was my 30th. That's right, I turned 30 this year. Fuck me. So that was good.
It was okay.
I was happy with what I was able to be given, but
I turned 31 in March.
Yeah,
I can't even remember. I don't know if shit was happening yet or not. I don't know what I did.
Well, I think the best thing that happened on my birthday, besides celebrating and friends and all of that, is Tennille got me that Fender.
Oh yeah, I bought you some pretty cool gifts for your birthday this year.
Yeah,
I got you the strap for the Fender.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where's the hat? Oh, it must be with all my other hats. Sorry. Anyway, but I've wanted a Fender for a very long time, and Tennille's like, I never knew you wanted a Fender. We went through some posts that I've done over the last literally 5 years of me sharing that guitar.
Or that scene from Wayne's World.
Yeah, and I was like, look, these were me giving subliminal messages that this is what I one day want. Now
it will be mine.
Yeah, it will be mine.
Oh yes.
It will be. The only shit thing is that with a year that has been where we've meant to be at home a lot, I've been so busy this year that I haven't had as much time to play as I wanted to.
Yeah.
Now when I got that was when COVID started, and I was playing so much music then.
Well, we even had intentions this year to do some dad rock stuff.
I know.
Maybe even a TUTV reunion show, and all of that just got shit on.
Yep, it did. So it's going to happen one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll just take it as it comes. There's other shit going on between now and then. But I'm just, I love the guitar.
It's beautiful. It is a beautiful guitar. There's something special about a Fender Strat.
Yeah.
It's just
something about it. I'm just happy with looking at it. So anyway, sorry for flexing. What happened in the middle of the year? Did you go to anything? Get anything exciting? You worked.
No, my wedding got cancelled.
Yeah.
That was meant to be in August, so that was ace. Yeah, I just worked. I put my head down, my ass up. I went to work in the mines. I started studying. I started working on myself. I think my last in-body scan was May, and I was like 22% body fat and 0 muscle, just like not bad, but not great.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, I need to get serious about practicing what I preach, because I'm learning all this stuff with the intention of spreading it, but I'd been half-assing it for so long. And so it's like, no, now it's time to put my money where my mouth is and do this shit. And so since then, my body fat's decreased, my muscle has increased, I'm healthier, more vital, just generally crushing stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Tennille always says how fit you're looking at the moment. Not to say at the moment.
shorty, what that thing do?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was the other thing that I forgot I did this year. Ran a marathon.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Something to do. So
What's wrong with our brains?
I'm just trying to recap. But no, you know why? It's because we're not looking at our phones to try and remember what happened. We're just remembering off the top of our head.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I won't do that again until I have to. No, the only thing that I want to do one day is run the New York Marathon.
Yeah. Yep. That's actually, Ryan and I decided last night we're going to do one of those Spartan races together. So you should do that with us. We'll do it as a team.
Yeah.
But Boston, New York Marathon, I would love to do that. And just generally travel back to the States would be sick.
Okay, so there's that. Where did I go? Oh, I did go on a small holiday.
You did?
Yeah, I went up to Port Douglas.
Oh, that's right. You went to Port Dougie.
So once they said that we could go on a holiday up there or something when the planes, because I was a bit sketchy about getting back on planes.
Yeah.
And went up there. That place is great. It was hot and it was great.
Clammy, tropical.
But it was close, so I
full
went
of
there.
jellyfish and swimming knives and other things that hate you.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
You been up there?
Not Port Douglas. I've been to Cairns.
Yeah.
A very long time ago.
That's where baked beans come from.
I was born in Townsville.
You know that? Baked beans? Come from Cairns? I said that joke at the airport. So,
This whole thing's just going to turn into a gimmick now that we've got this soundboard.
I know. But I got off the plane in Cairns and I said it to Katrina because we went up with Joe, Kelly, Tennille, Ryan and Kat. And Kat gets my jokes. Tennille doesn't. Kat does.
Loves your jokes.
Oh, and I didn't know she had a sense of humor. It's great. I get excited when a girl gets my jokes. It's like, yeah, you get it. You get the thing. So I got off the plane and I told Kat this joke, and she didn't get it at first. I was like, oh, should we go to the baked bean factory while we're here? And she goes, is there a baked bean factory here? I'm like, yeah, baked beans. They come from Cairns. Anyway, Ryan laughed straight away. It was like one of the best knee slappers he's heard. Kat took a moment to get it, but what was great about the joke is that the guys behind me heard it and they cracked up.
How many kids do you have, mate?
Yeah, straight up. Oh, so that was just that was a good start to the trip. Oh no, the other thing is I left my iPad on the plane.
What?
Yeah, fucking idiot. So we got out to our transport, got in the car, and I just did the panic like, oh shit, and what? I'm like, I left my iPad on the plane. The plane wasn't going anywhere, but luckily when I ran back to the gate, Tennille rang me on the way. Like, they just rang me. Yeah, it's at gate 19. So luckily they cleaned the seats because I put it in the seat in front of me.
Oh.
When the plane's descending and they say, everyone, put your shit away.
Yep.
So I did that and just forgot about it. So yeah, that's.
I noticed that you said transport there. What are you, the royal family? What's that about?
Transport. We didn't get a cab because there was 6 of us.
Yeah.
Kelly, she organised like a van transport.
So you got a maxi. You got a maxi taxi.
Oh no, it was like a Kelly's, what's the word?
I'm just splitting hairs here.
Yeah, no, do it. What's the word? Extra.
We got to the transport.
Yeah.
Right, Admiral.
Extra.
I'm sorry.
That's a word that came out this year, isn't it? Like when something's extra.
Oh, well, I guess that's been around for a while. Being a bit extra.
Yeah, got to remember I'm extra years old that I'm starting to forget. Yeah, that was the thing. Came back here and just done lots of Shred Life and work and all that bullshit.
Yeah, you crushed it at Shred Life this year.
Thanks.
It had a good run this year.
Actually, there's one thing that I want to touch on this year is that we're going to step it up next year. That's what I'm excited about next year.
Oh, exciting.
So what I'm wearing right now is the official. See, we get a wholesaler. As you know, I used to print my gear.
Yeah.
We get a wholesaler for our shirts. But as of next year, Shred Life will have its own shirt. Manufactured. We're stepping it up. We got our own cut, our own feel. I'm frothing.
Fantastic.
So there's...
What a time to be alive.
Well, that was the thing, because we're at home a lot. The idea, sorry to Tennille's bosses if you're listening, is when we have a kid, Tennille is going to be at home from there on.
Yeah.
I have always tried to build Shred Life up to a point where Tennille doesn't have to work anymore. And we need to work on making sure we have a future for it. So this has been the project for a long time, and getting our own shirts made, our own cuts. We're getting like dresses made and crop tops, all this other crap. But it's no, I shouldn't call it crap. It's good gear. That's just a figure of speech. But that's what's happening next year, and it's going to fizzle in. It's going to fade into the thing.
Fizzle in. I've never heard of fizzling in. I'm excited for the fizzle in.
So that's a thing.
That's cool. That's excellent.
So what's the plan for next year? For you've worked the hell of a lot of this year, but what's going to be the plan for next year?
Oh, more goddamn work probably. No, well, look, putting a nice neat bow on 2020, right? Yep. A lot of bad shit happened, but a lot of great shit happened as well.
Yeah. Shipped.
Great shit happened. And so I think the best thing we can do to finish this off is we've here in Australia, we've got borders opening, we've got more freedoms ready in time for Christmas. So let's be thankful for that, be grateful for it, be with family, be positive, send a lot of love out. But let's still be responsible. We don't want this stuff to crop back up again. So keep washing your hands and doing all that sort of stuff. The other thing is they're showing now that people are less at risk of contracting COVID if you're getting adequate zinc, adequate vitamin C, vitamin D.
Yep.
So we need to keep those things up. These are basic things that should be health mandates, but no one's hearing about. So make sure you're staying active, getting some sunshine, getting good food in, all of the above. Because that's what's going to help us actually combat this.
Did you get sick at all this year?
I don't think so.
I didn't. I usually get, without fail, the flu or something throughout winter. But because of how, I guess, socially distant and clean we've been this year, I didn't get sick.
Yeah, well, I just generally looked after myself a lot better this year, regardless of COVID. So I think maybe I got a cold that, stuck around for a day or two, and then it just...
Well, I mean, I felt shit, because before the challenge, I ate nothing but rubbish. But I fixed that up when I started doing the challenge.
Look at you go.
Yeah. I think, you know what? In everyone's health this year, mental health was the thing.
Yeah, it really came out.
That was everyone's focus.
And again, sunshine and activity helps you combat mental health issues. It's not the only thing, but gives you a shot.
Yeah, it's one thing less that will cause it to happen if you do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that was a scary statistic that came out about people's state of mental health in general the world over. It was really scary how many people are struggling and suffering. So I hope people are doing a lot better now, and we're all working on it. It's all a journey.
Yeah.
But
if you made it through this year, good on you.
Fucking absolutely congratulations.
You get to tell that to your kids one day that 2020, I lived through
survived a global pandemic.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you go. And so 2021, well, there's a lot of hope for next year.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't mean to diminish that hope, but just remember, we haven't defeated the COVID. It still exists. It's still around. So we're going to have some obstacles next year, as we do every year.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. We're all resilient human beings. We've all got support structures and friends. We've got love. So there's no reason why we can't go through next year and just keep smashing goals. It might not pan out the way we all envision, but man, I feel nothing but positivity.
Yeah, for sure.
Optimism.
I just want to keep chipping away, eh? Like, that's what I want to do next year. I don't want to set these. Look, don't set these ridiculous goals like we did in the past.
Yeah. Give up on New Year's resolutions. There's enough evidence to support the fact that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
Is that you reckon that's part of the reason that not part of it, like that could cause it, like depression in its own self?
It does. It's proven to, because you like set an unrealistic goal and then when you don't achieve it, what does that do to your mental health? So, and that's why I spoke about in another podcast about making process-based goals, not outcome-based goals, because that's about like being on the journey, not the destination.
Yep.
So that's super, super important, and remembering to stay fluid, because it's like, you know, the dream might look like this, and then all of a sudden there's a crossroads, there's an obstacle in the way, and you've got to go that way. Yeah. You're still on the road, you're still heading in the right direction. It just looks a little different, you know? So yeah, like I think be prepared for that for 2021. There's a lot that we learnt out of this year of keeping our loved ones in a tight support network and relying on each other's resources and support. And that's going to be important going into next year. But like I said, I have bountiful optimism about next year. I think we're going to be able to travel again. I think a lot of our freedoms are coming back. There's already music festivals being announced, which is going to be so cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is stay optimistic. But there's a caveat with that of just, you know, remember, there's still obstacles out there. Just because it's a new year doesn't mean all the other stuff goes away. Yeah. It's like you're a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and you're going to crush it. Anything that comes your way. But yeah, personally, my plans is to get married. Buy the house. Hopefully travel overseas. Keep studying. Keep looking after my clients and build my business. That's the big five for me.
And build this podcast.
Absolutely. Well, that goes without saying.
That goes with part of 2020. It's like, what happened this year? Started a podcast.
We did.
We want by the next season a sign.
Yeah.
A sign.
A really slutty neon sign behind us.
Yep. I think that's all I kind of really need.
We're going to upgrade the camera so I don't have to get up and stop and start it.
Yep. That's another thing.
Maybe better brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? Yep. We're going to have
all our guests.
Oh, yeah.
We got guests.
Yes. We've got guests coming on next year. That's going to be unreal.
And you can't know about it until it happens because it's all a big secret.
We'll hype it up when it happens. I think, so we did 15 episodes this year or 16?
I think this is 15, maybe? I don't know. I can't count. 15 or 16.
This will be 16. You kicked it off.
Last one was 13. We did 14, 15. This is 16.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool. So we did 16 episodes. I don't know exactly
when did we start it.
Middle of the year. Okay. I don't know.
All right. So we need to start.
I'm proud of us. We stayed consistent. We did
more than
we expected.
When you think about albums, like for music, there's usually like 12 to 15 tracks maybe. So we've done a good album.
Yeah, a solid LP.
So if we did 15 tracks on the album, this is our, what would I say, a bonus
track. Yeah, it's that one that when you get to the end of track 15, but you don't turn the stezza off, all of a sudden it starts playing. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, or at the end of a Netflix series when they do a chat talk show thing.
That's probably a more relevant analogy because there's probably people going like,
it's a wrap up.
What's a CD? Yeah. What do you mean?
Actually, well, here's another thing. I got a new car.
You did. You got a Raptor.
Yeah, a bit of a flex. But anyway,
I've got to be honest. I have a lot of Ford Ranger FOMO at the moment because I miss my Ranger. I sold it when I left Karratha, and I'm just ready to get back Back in the seat of one.
Well, this is what we want to do next year. We want to do a tour podcast.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason why I got an off-road vehicle. Vehicle. To
You got an off-road transport?
Exactly.
My liege.
I want to go somewhere and I want to take this on the road for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be hilarious. Who knows what'll happen, but it'll make a show. The other thing about what we were just talking about, the brand new car, CD player.
Really?
Yeah, that's rare.
That blows my mind.
When I picked it up, I'm like, is that a CD player? Like, yeah. I'm just like,
what for?
yeah. What am I going to listen to with that? Anyway, but
it's like when you walk into Target or like some store like it and they've still got like the racks of DVDs there and it's like,
yeah.
Who buys that?
Yeah, exactly. So that I bought we spoke about it in the other thing. I need to read the book by the end of the year, my Cam Smith book.
Oh yeah.
So that's the other thing. I haven't read a book in a few years, but I want to read a book. It's 377 pages long. Yeah, it's a lot of pooping.
A lot of pooping.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a big start to the year. We're going to be wiser. We've got things happening. We're going to take it on the road. We've got guests. What else? Hopefully we'll play a show next year or something.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have time to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that. And hopefully, with fingers crossed, toes crossed, that the Hennessy baby will come.
Hopefully there's a lot of babies coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the Hennessy baby.
Yeah, so that is a big hopeful thing. And but it will just, that's not at all a goal for next year. If I say, like, it is, but it's like a take it as it comes.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't want to hope, like I want to hope for it, but what I've learned in this experience is that, and what a lot of people say is that it will happen when it happens, like when the time is right.
Yep.
Like that's how I've got to think about it.
Well, look, personally, I have no doubt in my mind. It's just, it's a sure thing for me.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I don't know. I can't explain it. I had a similar thing the other day where I wasn't even thinking about cars, wasn't thinking about anything in general, and all of a sudden a thought sprung into my mind and it was like, I'm going to win a car next year. And now that's what I'm manifesting. So I'm winning a car next year. There's no ifs or buts about it. So I'm winning a car and you're having a baby next year.
Is it an Isuzu D-Max? When I see them, there's so many comps with them going on, mate. But Dale, my mate Dale, he said, how's how I'm winning an Isuzu D-Max next week, and sent me the link to enter this draw. And I just laughed because I'm like, yeah, you're manifesting it. And I wrote back, I'm like, how's how I've got an Isuzu D-Max for sale next week. Yeah.
Oh, God.
But that'd be great. Imagine, I don't know anyone who's ever won a car. Do you know anyone who's won anything huge? Like,
yeah, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I should have, as I said that, I was like,
2 overseas trips.
That's huge.
Took me.
Tennille's mum, she won, I think, like 20 grand on Keno once.
Whoa.
And they upped their kitchen or something. That's what they did for their money.
I know family of a friend that won a significant amount on Lotto. Like,
yeah.
I'm talking like 10 to 20 mil. Dees. Somebody I know knows somebody that won 2 prize homes.
See, okay, when it comes to winning something, like Lotto or prize homes, I think a prize home would be one of the coolest things.
That's
them
life-changing.
Because how they look ridiculous. What are they? Boys Town homes, them sort of things.
Yeah, all of those.
The tickets are so much though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like they don't even have to be that lush. Like, no. I just want to win a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a beachside mansion. Like, it could be a 2-bed, 1-bathroom in Nanango.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
I think the best thing about winning one of those prize homes was just you can do whatever job you want to do in life, you can do. You don't have to go hunt for money. You don't have to travel to the mines or anything. You could just...
Life-changing.
Yeah. I'm going to sell surfboards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do bad art and sell it at the markets. Doesn't matter.
And I tell you what, if it's raining that weekend, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay, well, we'll manifest that next year. We'll do a podcast in your new prize home. Yeah. What other things? Any other goals for next year?
I don't know. That's kind of it. I really want to get married. Like
Yeah.
it sucks that couldn't happen for us this year. But like, you got to take it as one of those things. Like maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe whatever's going to happen is better than what we had expected. So it could be a total blessing. You have no idea. So yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah. I thought I'd be a married man by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, traveling. I can't wait to do that again.
That's the sound of
the end of the podcast.
Your future wife.
Yeah. Upsetting your dog.
Oh, no,
entering your domain.
I need to film one day when someone comes to our house and how he claps.
His little dance.
Yeah, I didn't teach that, but he knew what to do.
He's a talented boy.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the podcast.
Yeah. Yep. We started it with episode 1, new year, new thing. I can't remember what date that was, but this is the wrap of season 1. So
thanks, mate.
Well played. Full credit to the boys. Came together as a team, 110%. That camera's turned off, so that's a excellent way to wrap up the year.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, and we'll catch you next year.